So we are leaving.
Hello, if you're new here, we're Sophie and Josh and we live on our 60-foot narrowboat called Qisma on Lough Erne in Ireland.
So we're not actually selling the boat, thank goodness. We're actually leaving our mooring for a new one.
So we have a private mooring for the summertime. It just gets us away from Enniskillen as it's quite busy. There's lots of hire boats, so we like to go a bit further away.
A bit further afield.
And we do that in the summertime, and also we move somewhere else in the winter.
Our first winter we did there, it was really exposed. It was very, very stormy, very windy.
Yep.
It wasn't for good fun, so we decided we would spend winter off-grid in Enniskillen. This year, however, we're still going to go to Enniskillen. We're going to go to a private mooring instead.
Yeah, so we got a lovely private mooring. It just helps us to be more central and to know that we're safer in a nicer spot.
A bit more secure, yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to take you about the day for a little vlog.
Yeah.
What we've been up to, what we're currently doing.
As well as these odd jobs, we're going to share our journey going towards Enniskillen, so that to look forward to as well. Okay, so regular viewers of the channel remember that a few weeks ago I tried to turn the engine and it wouldn't start, and I discovered that my starter battery was completely dead. But look what I've just acquired. That is a big lead battery. My task for today is to swap out the two existing dead batteries for that one new one. I've never done this before, so this should be fun. I have a wrench here that I've added duct tape to help insulate it, because although I've turned everything off, I do not want to risk an electric shock. So let's hope that doesn't happen. So I've moved everything out of the way as best I can. Obviously there's a bit of crap that's still about. Leave the generator outside, and there's the battery. Now the other batteries that I need to change are under here. So the first task is to get this up and out, and then we can see where we're at. So there are the batteries. As you can see, there's two of them, and they're obviously wired together. There's also some more stuff down here. So I'll get this cleaned out, and then we'll see about disconnecting these. Okay, now I've got everything disconnected. As you can see, it's time to get the batteries out. Here are the batteries I've just taken out. A bit crusty looking, and they're also a ton weight. I've also got the new battery down in there and sort of secured a wee bit. As you can see, the wires are still loose. I have to then reapply them. Should be fun. Hopefully once that's done, this will be pretty much completed. I did have to stop and give my dad a call just to make sure that what I'm doing is correct, because the last thing I want to do is burn the boat down over the wrong way to wire it up. So he says all good, so let's put it back together. That's the battery all wired in now, and yes, I just tried it and it starts first time. I'm very, very happy. Just not really sure what to do with these now. Hello.
So we're currently in Knockanenny, as you can see behind us. You may actually know this spot because we've been here before in our previous vlogs.
Why are we here?
Yeah, so the reason why we're here is because we actually were escaping a storm. It was pretty bad.
2 nights ago, it was really rough.
Yeah.
But it was a southern wind, was it? Or
yeah, it was a southern wind. You got a lovely hill behind us here that was protecting us, so that's the reason why we came over here. But then we also decided that this was the time for us to start heading up.
Yeah, so we're actually making our way up to Enniskillen and giving up our summer mooring and moving on to a winter mooring, hopefully. Now, I think it's next week.
Yes.
So we're actually having to spend a few days off grid, but that's going to be nice.
Yep.
Hopefully sheltering the town from this terrible weather. We were meant to go up like next week, but we decided with the weather coming in, we thought we'll go off a wee bit early. We haven't had the best of summer, as you probably know.
And starting to have quite a crappy end of our September. The weather's just not been great. Lots of rain, lots of heavy wind. So it's great this morning. Absolutely beautiful, so calm. So it's a perfect time to get going on our trip.
On that note, let's go.
Bye.
Bye.
He's putting on my life jacket for me.
Oi. Always wear your life jackets.
So hello from the edit.
Hello.
We are just leaving Knocknany at this point. Had to reverse back out of our spot, which Josh very strategically manoeuvred.
Well, with your help, you had to push out a wee bit. No current though, and there was a wee craft boat coming in.
Yeah.
It was just easy enough, so just backed out of the spot and then headed straight forward again towards Enniskillen.
Yeah, you can see how calm it is and how beautiful it was that morning.
Really, really calm, and like ideal conditions to cruising, isn't it?
Yeah, you can see over here, this is a private part of Knocknany. Those are our good friends Nola. So shout out to Mark and Angela who watch our videos. They're a great couple. So at this point, it was quite early in the morning, wasn't it? So we had quite a lot of fog and mist coming over the clouds, or coming over
the clouds.
Quite a lot of fog and mist coming over the mountains.
So you were wearing your jumpers because it was cold?
It was absolutely freezing that morning. Couldn't get my hands warm enough. What is this, Josh?
This is Navionics. This is the app that we use to help navigate. It's brilliant. It's only about £35 a year.
Yeah.
And then it gives us the ability to navigate the waterways. Basically, it's like a sat nav for your boat. It's really handy.
It also, that's me. That's me saying I'm cool. But the Navionics also says your speed.
Yeah.
And if you put in your boat specifications, it'll calculate the journey and how long it'll take you as your own personal boat.
Give your own ETA,
ETA, yeah. So this is the widest part of the waterways before we start to go down into a more narrower part of the system.
Yep, speak of the devil, this is where we enter the river. This is a viaduct, isn't it?
Viaduct, yes. I called it aqueduct a few times and I was very proven wrong.
Got ripped apart in the comments.
Yes, this is the viaduct that connects Carry Bridge, I believe, from Derrylin.
I think if you go the other side, yeah. But there's always a few fishermen around here. I don't think they're anywhere today, but there's a few times you've sort of said hello to me going past the car.
Yeah.
Haven't you?
So, Josh, what is our plan for the chimney?
So it needs a good clean. That's why I have this big brush. Bit of a chimney sweep today.
Yeah.
In the side. So I have to put the brush down and clear all the carbon. And this takes away the risk of chimney fires where it could burn up inside it. And makes it a bit more efficient as well. So it needs done once a year, or if you're burning a lot, maybe twice a year. But we're just about probably to start burning again very soon. Winter is coming.
That's what I was going to ask, is when are we going to ever light our first fire?
When the temperature drops to a level that deems it cold enough to light the fire.
Yeah, okay. So I will do a little montage of Josh cleaning the chimney.
Ooh.
So let's have a look inside.
Move that out of the way.
See those old coals there from when we last had a fire, Josh?
Yep. No. It's probably going to be sitting on top of this plate here.
Doing it by hand.
It's just full of...
Oh.
Got time without... My knuckles are stuck.
Oh, show the camera. Oh, that's coming in just from the chimney alone. So it's the flue.
Trying to get it everywhere.
Lovely. It's our little ash bucket we use for the winter time. Show us your hand, Josh.
There you go.
That is a narrowboat working hand right there.
This is never get my hands dirty.
Yeah. Josh, do you think that means we could light a fire tonight?
No. It's not cold enough for it. It's like 20 degrees in here. Yeah, literally 20 degrees.
Yeah, it's pretty warm in here at the minute. We've had Sort of mild weather, you can see, very cloudy weather, but still been quite warm, which is nice. So we use these fans for our stove, and they're heat generated, so they'll spin whenever the stove heats up. And what I'm going to do, they're a little bit dusty from the summertime. I'm just going to give them a little clean.
Hello from the edit again. This is the second part of our journey up to Enniskillen. As you can see, we're still cruising.
It is quite a long journey, isn't it? How long is it from Knocknany, Josh, to Enniskillen?
It's about 2.5 hours, I'd say.
Just over.
I think it took a little bit longer because we weren't in any rush to get up there, so we were just cruising along.
Taking along around 4 knots roughly.
Yeah, I think we can do about 5, 6 if we're going downhill or at a fast flow.
Downhill. So we're just approaching one of our favourite moorings.
Yes.
We've talked about this place before if you follow us on the channel.
Yep.
This is Qisma.
You see all the trees starting to go a bit autumny, which is brilliant. So very calm.
Yeah.
Only one boat there at the time though. Is the place quite busy?
Yeah, it's quite busy, and around the corner you've got Enniskillen, which is also quite a busy spot.
And the rave locations apparently.
Yeah, there's a lot of caravans, people camp there.
Yeah.
But this part here, Qisma, is a lot quieter, we find.
Exactly. And if you're lucky, there's a little dog that comes to say hello, isn't
yes, the local dog from this B&B.
Yes.
And it's
What's this
called Corgan Shore House.
Corgan Shore. I've stayed there before when I was a lot younger.
Yeah, my parents have said, my grandparents have said,
Yeah.
it's such a lovely little place.
And they have pigs as well.
Yes, you can see the pigs there actually.
Yeah, you can.
And that's Enniskillen there.
Yeah, that's the rave one.
But completely dead. I think at this point we were cruising quite early, so there was no boats about.
Yeah.
It was quite a good time of the day, and also at the end of the season the boats do come out of the water to get anti-fouled and things, so you will find that the waterways are a lot quieter at this point in time.
Yeah. Just seen a couple of fishermen there, as I was saying earlier. You get a few across the stretch. They seem to like the quiet stretch, but hate us having to go past them.
Whenever you're going through the likes of viaducts like this, you are required to go dead slow, no wake. Yep. Luckily, we don't have a wake because we're on a narrowboat. So
we do have a little bit of a wake. I mean, what they mean by that is like a huge wake, you know?
Yeah, just disturbs all the fishermen. This is Ballinlough.
Yeah.
It's quite a busy marina, and there's also that public part as well.
Yeah, which we actually never moored up on.
No, we've never been. And then this is Moorings Marina.
And what's the hire boat place?
I believe it's Carcraft, and there's a local boat there as well, which is the Irish one.
Yeah.
Where European one, I think there's a lot of in France and Germany and places.
Cool.
Again, Moorings is very, very busy.
This is Moorings restaurant.
Yes, again, never been.
We've never been. We have to go sometime.
We do have to go sometime. But yeah, all the boats are
lots of barges here.
This one here. I can't remember what they're called, but like Nova Sora or something. But really beautiful barge there. There's a lovely little walk there as well if you're at the Moorings Marina. Takes you all the way to Ballinlough, which is quite nice.
Yeah. Now we're coming towards Killyhavenan.
Yes, this is a beautiful part of the Enniskillen stretch.
Yeah.
And this was a little wee house we've never seen before.
I think it's a castle, but
yeah.
I have no idea.
If anybody knows, please let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
So we got this new little key hook. Is that key hook? Yeah.
It's a key hook, yeah.
And it's from Yvonne Fleming Pottery, and it's based in Killadace in Fermanagh. These are lovely little pottery houses and 4 hooks. So we got this one in Fermanagh Cottage Industries in Enniskillen town, and we're going to replace it with one we have currently because it's a little bit old, a little bit knackered, and we're going to get a nice new pretty one. We have little dish brushes and things on we use for this, not actually for keys. It's just handy to use for whenever we do dishes. So we're going to take these off. And this one's quite old, so it might be quite dusty as well. Ooh, yeah, you can see a bit of dust behind that. So
needs a bit of a clean.
Yeah.
Cover that mark.
Yeah.
Make sure it's all nice in.
Is it?
Yeah.
And then we can put our dish brushes back.
Whee.
And this is the final part of the edit, our last stretch towards Enniskillen. We were just making our way towards Killyhevlin,
Yeah.
which is a beautiful hotel, and they've got lakeside lodges and things. Nice restaurant too, and a health spa, different things. So if you're interested, it's a good spot to go to. And they have that public jetty as well. You can
Exactly.
park up or moor up.
We've moored up there for a night house, remember, and then walked down to the boat. It's very handy.
Yeah, it was handy. Killyhevlin, we actually went there for a gifted stay, which was really nice.
Yeah, it's not the lodges, it's the studios.
Studios.
These are the lodges here. It's fucking funny. We always go past them and people wave at us, which is quite nice.
Yeah, so those are the studios that we were at, and then these are the Lakeland lodges.
I think there's two sections. So there's the lakeside ones, and they're up. See this the second
You
level.
can see them further up, yeah.
Yeah.
But they are beautiful. They're sort of little apartments on the water.
Yeah.
Good for big families, and also pet friendly, I believe.
For the ducks as well.
And duck friendly too, of course.
So we're coming up into Enniskillen now. Very soon you're going to see the Ardouin Theatre. This is a lovely wee spot. I took an interest in this little shack here.
It's very cute, yeah. What is this, Josh, here?
These are the old columns for the railway bridge that came across Enniskillen. I think it was dissolved in the 50s and 60s. It's a real shame, but it's a nice viewpoint. You're standing in the theatre.
You know whenever you're heading into Enniskillen when you see that and the Ardouin Theatre. Ardouin Theatre has lots of great shows throughout the year, so definitely go check them out. These are all the lovely houses that we admire.
I'd love to cruise past and just look into people's living rooms. It's a bit of a...
Lovely jetties as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is Enniskillen.
Yeah, just come up on the forum here.
Yep, so the forum is a gym and swimming pool. They're actually redoing it, aren't they?
Yeah, a couple of million going into it, so I think it'll be closed off for a year probably. So
yeah, which is a shame because it's such a lovely gym and swimming pool, and that's also the Broadmeadow Bridge.
Exactly. And then we saw this, which I think is dredging for weed at the bottom of the lake, making sure it doesn't get wrapped in our propeller, which is nice.
Yeah, this is Enniskillen Castle. If you guys aren't familiar, it is a really, famous spot and landmark in Enniskillen and Fermanagh.
You know you're in Enniskillen, you see this.
Yeah, beautiful museum inside and a cafe as well, so it's a really good spot to check out.
And then we're coming onto the bridges, our infamous bridges, which are really fun to get under because the flow is so high under them.
There are 6 bridges going in and out of Enniskillen, and Enniskillen is an island town. It is the only island town in the island of Ireland. So after these bridges, we made our way to the Roundow Jetty, which is the last public jetty you have before you go into the lower Loch Earn.
And after that, we made our way to our new private mooring, which we'll moor at over the winter months. Thank you so much for watching. If you stuck around till the end, I've been Josh and this is Sophie.
So we are now officially in our private mooring for the winter. And if you're new to our channel, please make sure to subscribe. And if you've any questions about us and our life on cruising Qisma, please let us know in the comments section.
Down below.
Thanks for watching.